Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How you guys doing? Appreciate you guys tuning in. Real quick, as always, send a shout out to everybody that's out in Black YouTube doing their thing. Continue the conversation, getting things going, hopefully finding some solutions. Shout out to you guys. Now to the business. Now, of course, starting this Black Inferiority Complex series, and here's just another installment of course, I'm also an observer of YouTube. So I notice when the discussion shifts a little bit, especially in the relationship realm. I try not to delve too much into it, but I have to give some points here and there, obviously. They're talking about Pookie and Ray Ray once again. Now, see, here's the thing about that whole Pookie and Ray Ray discussion. I mean, things can be nipped in the bud really quick. Obviously, there's a lot of deeper surrounding issues that some people pontificate upon. But regardless, some people speak on, you know what I mean? But it doesn't necessarily solve any issues, and I'm not sure if the conversation continues to be ramped up by soft-hearted dudes or people that feel hurt. And I'm not trying to say things like, you know, these women be saying, but it does lend itself to at least a consideration. You know what I mean? Like, what's really your meaning and purpose behind it? My meaning and purpose behind this is just to let you know and lay out real quick what I think is just the real reasons why Pookie and Ray Ray win in certain situations when it comes to women. And I'm sure that this has been addressed and covered many times, so if I'm repeating something you've heard, please, you know what I mean, don't hold me too accountable. You know what I mean? Because definitely we all get inspired by each other. But anyway, and this is inspired obviously too by the things that we see. And things are very clear that women love drama. Now, if women love drama, please tell me who provides the most drama out of, I guess, the subset of black dudes. Is it the Pookie and Ray Ray types that you guys speak on? Or is it really kind of the educated lame? Is it just the regular Joe Blow? Who is it that provides the most drama for these women that love drama? It's the Pookie and Ray Ray. So that's a check on this man's list. And I ain't gonna say this, you know, to no disrespect to any dude, but it typically, especially hearing from the women, the Pookie and Ray Rays, they definitely lay it down a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? They fuck better. They attract the women better. They have that manly, masculine swag that, you know what I'm saying, that these women definitely like. Once again, I'm not the first person to address this or point this out, but for some reason it seems to go missing when this conversation continues to ramp up. You know what I mean? And also, of course, women do believe that they can change some of these dudes, and I mean, it's obvious that they have that maternal instinct to where they do want to kind of help and they want to foster things, especially someone that they care about or someone that they see potential in. Potential is a key word when it comes down to the Pookie and Ray Ray types when women are discussing them. Now, when men discuss them, that's a whole different level, and I'll get into that towards the end. But right now, we're kind of focusing in on why these women seem to love, admire, give these dudes chances, and have babies with these guys. And it's the simple fact that they love drama. These dudes probably fuck them better than they ever been fucked before. And of course, they believe that they can change them for some strange reason. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, you know, women are more complex than that, and I'm not saying all women, of course, but you have to look at the statistics, and things have been pointed out, and you have to look at the things that these women say out their own mouths, that they do want that. That's what they want. That's what they desire, especially in their early ages. And then towards the end, here's where the men typically have a complaint about. At the end, once everything has been done, you had all your fun, everything has been used up and abused up. Now you want to come to the so-called good dudes and, you know, do whatever and try to get them to take upon the responsibility that should be laid at the feet at these Pookies and Ray Rays that you call so-called. You know what I mean? Now, of course, by even just saying Pookie and Ray Ray without getting into super deep discussion, I mean, there has to be an understanding that they are a product, I guess, of what your imagination lends it to be. When I think of Pookie and Ray Ray, I just think about the typical dude that doesn't have the 9-to-5 job, but he does make his money. You know what I mean? A hustler by any means. Usually it's selling drugs, but sometimes it's selling other things as well too. And, you know, working towards some other kind of goal, working little in between jobs, is doing what they gotta do, you know what I mean? But these dudes don't have really time for the bullshit. They are focused in, and, you know, they provide that complexity, once again, that these women kind of love, that duality, that, oh, I love you, and then, bitch, come here and suck my fucking dick, you know what I mean? That kind of, most motherfuckers that consider themselves, I guess, nice guys, wouldn't even come out their mouth to really ask a female probably for some head, or to be aggressive in the bedroom and do these things like that. But the Pookie Ray Ray type, so to speak, them boy bout that shit, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't nothing for it. They understand that these bitches ain't shit, you know, and treat them as such. And then they turn around and say, I love you too sometimes, which is all fucked up in the game, but that's just a small minority and a piece of the whole story that we're all talking about. So, as I address this and as I add my 2 cents to the dang pot, I'm just saying that the Pookie and Ray Ray discussion has gone on for far long enough. You know what I mean? And there's been some people way smarter than me, way more eloquent than I, that have been very poignant in pointing out a lot of these different facts of why women do tend to want these dudes. And either you're going to be that dude, you are that dude, or you ain't, and you take what you get. But the whole problem with that is, like I said earlier, once these women get older, they expect, and that's the key word, they expect these other brothers to just, I guess, fill in the blank and, you know what I'm saying, do something that wasn't required early on when they were trying to mate and date. But hence why I tie this into the black inferiority complex. I didn't want to really waste too much time with Pookie and Ray Ray too much, because once again, that horse has been beaten, kicked, skinned, all that good shit. But the black inferiority complex kicks in where these women know that these dudes probably ain't shit, but yet and still they believe that they should have that they want that, they desire that. That's some inferiority type of stuff. That's some small-minded kind of, like, I think low of myself type of stuff. You have to really point it out how it is. Who wants the worst for themselves? Who picks something that they know is bad for them? And if they don't know is bad for them, that is ignorance. I can lend a little bit of slack to that. But when you have seen this over and over again, when your homegirls have experienced it, your sisters, your aunts, your mom probably, you know what I mean, these different women in your life that have experienced that, and you still choose that's that B.I.C kicking in, you know what I mean? You believe that you deserve the struggle for some strange fucking reason, you know what I mean? That gives you a story to tell, and obviously we, for some reason in the black community, lend our energy towards sad stories. The sadder the story, the more props we seem to give the person for being strong and surviving through the test of time. So motherfuckers start going hard, you know what I mean? They'll tell the worst of stories. I done slept on the street, and maybe it has happened. And it's unfortunate that some of this stuff does happen, and it does lend itself to some of the decisions that are made later on in life. And that's why we're having this discussion now, because different choices have to be made, and different things have to, or opportunities, I shouldn't say things, different opportunities have to be presented so that better choices can be made. And if a person is not thinking about their future in that kind of aspect, then in a lot of cases they deserve to get what they get. Because we all get one life. We all, you know what I'm saying, are doing what we're doing with this. And some of us come to different understandings at different points of life. But the wise person always learns from other people's mistakes. But for some reason, when you have that B.I.C, that black inferiority complex, especially when it comes down to dating, you choose the worst of the worst. And that goes for black men as well. Black men will choose a bitch that they know has been ran through. They know this shit. But because she got a fat ass and she looked good, they will risk it all for that shit. And end up having a kid with her, and then being, you know, the cycle just... You know she's a stripper, you know she does it, but then you still go, you know what I mean? Why are you picking this chick? Why are you choosing to impregnate this type of woman? Why are you choosing to waste your time, waste your money? because she got a fat ass and she knows how to fuck. I got you. But see, that's the problem with that black inferiority complex, is that it really narrows down what we feel we're superior at. And unfortunately, a lot of black people only feel that we're superior in athletics, we're superior sexually, and that we're superior in entertainment and other aspects of life kind of that goes along with that, whether it's singing or dancing or whatever, some sort of fucking entertainment.
B.I.C, baby.
And that's sad that that's the only thing that we feel that we're superior on. I mean, we could come to a general consensus. You can ask any nigga on the street, any black person on the street, any person that's copper colored or have any, melanin or whatever, you know what I mean? And they 9 times out of 10 will name one of those things as what black people are good at. Why can't it be black people are also good at, medicine? Why aren't black people good at building homes? I mean, I don't know why, certain other aspects of life seem to go completely missing when it's a general consensus at what black people are superior at. Hence why I am bringing forth this whole conversation about black inferiority. Because yes, it's white supremacy, but our mindset towards each other sometimes is the same reason why we're stuck in the rut. We believe that, certain people believe that the best they can do is be a baby mama or a baby daddy. There's some people that believe that the best that they can do is XYZ. Or the things that I find attractive or the things that I look for only come in the forms of the most negative or the worst of. It's kind of cool, obviously, that, you can take, shit and try to make it sugar, or you could take lemons and make lemonade. That's probably a better analogy. But at the same time, you do have to think about it and say, like, hey, we can't continue to accept the worst and the bottom and call it good, especially when there's the opportunity and we have knowledge of what is better, a better system, a better way of doing things, a better way to get and reach a goal. But that's all I'm saying. And I don't want to hold y'all boy too long. I just wanted to really touch on that Pookie Ray Ray discussion and tie it into how it does also add to the black inferiority complex. And I'll definitely add on to it as time continues. I feel like I really still haven't really dug into it heavily, but please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. Definitely want this conversation to be added on to it because, I don't know, we have to change the mindset first instead of just addressing what we see and offering some type of solutions for some people. Some people just want to address the issue. I'd like to address the issue, try to find a solution, and also see if there's a deeper underlining meaning to it as well. But that's just me, obviously, you know what I mean? But anyway, thank y'all boy for watching. Holla at your boy in another time.